Hey everyone, Guard Leaf here. How's everyone doing? Today I'm coming back to you from the same park that I was at last week, and this time I just went a little bit deeper into the park, so I'm going to take you on a bit of a tour, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to be talking about, it's related to the whole wildfire smoke and everything that's going on. I talked about it in my previous video, and obviously we're all upset about it, north of the border. But I've been thinking about it a lot, and it's like, how are we supposed to continue working friendship, relationship, and partnership with this country? And I'm actually debating on whether I call this video, Americans are selfish, straight up, because unfortunately it's true. Now, here's my disclaimer: it's not all U.S. citizens. I know that, but unfortunately it's a very big portion of your population, not just in your government, but also in everyday life and the average U.S. citizen. Hey Ron, I just want to do a quick pause here, just to let everybody know, I created this video before my channel was demonetized. And if you missed that announcement, you can check my videos for the one that's titled Channel Update. But I just want to give everybody a quick reminder of my Substack page as well as my Buy Me a Coffee page. Because since YouTube is taking away my revenue, and I still want to create videos and I want to inform the community, the only way right now really to contribute to my channel or support my channel is to either sign up for my Substack website or visit my Buy Me a Coffee page. Now, I'm not pressuring or forcing people to sign up or donate. I mean, it's only if you enjoy my content. So the link to the two sites will be in the description below. And to anybody who does sign up and contributes or donates to the channel, it is sincerely appreciated. Alright, let's get back to my random walking and talking stuff. But how have we gone from what we had just 2 years ago? I mean, some people are going to say it's not a lot. I know, I'm not naive. But at least on a point where we are respecting each other, versus now where, we're basically in a battle with each other. And I just really started to wonder, when did the United States start getting so selfish? Now, I know many people are going to say they've always been like this, and I understand that, but at what point was it acceptable? And I can kind of look back. I mean, I saw the change in 2015 when Taco started his election campaign the first time. And I started noticing on social media a lot more people were just straight up rude. And now that we're, I guess, 10 years into it now, it's become acceptable. And, I'm just kind of, I'm kind of flabbergasted, I guess the word, in terms of how some U.S. citizens just no more than a year and a half ago really didn't care about Canada, didn't know anything about us, didn't, which way should I go? I was, last video I went straight, and that's where the water is, so I think I'm going to go right this time. So what I was saying is, 10 years ago, a lot of U.S. citizens didn't care about us. They, didn't know anything about us, and then now they hate us. And I've been wondering, I said, well, what have we done to actually deserve this? And especially with the wildfire smoke, the 4 senators and now Taco Tuesday threatening to tariff us because of the fucking smoke. I don't know. I think this is, I mean, they did it last year as well. I did a video on that last year, and I think it's just more infuriating this time because, it's just got more attention, I guess, right? And I can say that Canadians are definitely a lot more sensitive to everything now because, you have regular U.S. citizens that are all over TikTok. I might actually show a video here. Let me, I'll show a video. I'm going to pause it here, and when I get home, I'll edit it and throw it in there.
This smoke that's coming from Canada is insane. There's reportedly over 800 wildfires that are burning right now, and I'm in Northwest Ohio. The oxygen, the air quality here is the worst I think I've ever seen it. It is bad, guys. It is really, really
Alright, I'm at home editing this video, and I had to say something about this idiot. Because at this moment right now, there's wildfire smoke going into British Columbia. And I read somewhere that there's actually more wildfires in the United States than there is Canada. And this is what I really mean about like, the United States being selfish. It's always been like a rules for thee, but not for me kind of situation with them. But what did we do? We sent firefighters to help them. And what do? Well, they got guys like this, Caleb, whatever the fuck his name is, whining and complaining just like the self-centered American he is. Anyways, let's get back to the video. I'm a little bit more calmer in the video than I am right now. So, when you see these videos like this, and these are just everyday citizens from the United States saying, hey Canada, get your shit together, and, fix your smoke problem. Well, how do we be cordial on this with someone who can't be? And part of what I remember is in British Columbia when there was a major flooding in Abbotsford and Chilliwack. That came from the Sumas River, which comes from Washington State. Now, did Canada blame US? No. We just did what we needed to do to resolve it. And when the smoke is coming up from Oregon into British Columbia, did we complain? No. We just dealt with it. And, I've mentioned it multiple times, when 9/11 happened, we helped. When the hurricanes happened, we helped. I guess that's who we are as Canadians, right? But I don't want this video to be focused on that. Where the hell am I going? Oh, I'm just going in a big circle. Okay, I'm going to go back. I'll cut through here. What I'm trying to say is that, yeah, we all know what we did for the United States, and they obviously have no idea what we've done for them. And, I actually am really curious to see how many U.S. citizens actually know what we did for them on 9/11, or how many of our hydro crews reconnected the power lines, or even if our water bombers were helping them. Oh, this is infuriating as well. Let me. I'm probably going to do a video on this. I don't know if it'll be before this one or after it, but I'm going to show a screenshot right now. It's of one of our Canadian firefighters went to Colorado to help, and that's all muddy. I'm going to go this way. One of our firefighters went to Colorado to help out, and he unfortunately died. And what happened is he had a dick-ass Republican. Basically, here, I'll post the tweet on the screen right now. But basically, he's paying his respects. It's filled with a bunch of American flags, and not a single mention that this person that risked their life to save people and help out with the forest fire. There's not a single mention in there that this guy's Canadian. And obviously, you can see some of the comments. I'll throw some of the comments on the screen as well. People are pissed. All Canadians. There's people saying that you forgot to mention that this guy is Canadian. It's very convenient that you're so patriotic to a guy, but yet you forget to mention that the guy is actually coming from the country that you're trying to take over. So, there's a waterfall again. You guys don't know though, I always get distracted, so I hope you guys are okay with it. But yeah, that right there, I'm probably going to do a video on that this tweet later when I get home. But just talking about it is like, what makes the U.S. so selfish that even when they're paying respect to somebody, they have to Americanize it? Look at this tweet right here. Look at it. It's full of like American fucking flags. And, the Canadian that died is Canadian. Not a single mention or thanks or anything from, your next door neighbor. And they have to take credit. And, one thing that comes to my mind when I think about this is that stupid movie Argo. If you haven't seen it yet, it's basically a Ben Affleck movie, and they basically have to go to the Iran to rescued the American diplomats, and they basically took all the credit for it in the movie. You know, not as, you know, the Canadians were in it, but they downplayed the whole responsibility and what Canadians actually did. And that just pissed me off. I think there was another movie too. I read up on this because I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole of all the different movies that the United States has taken credit for. I think Tears of the Sun is another one. That's the one with Bruce Willis. You know, they basically went into the jungle and saved a bunch of refugees, but you know, they made it a whole big rah American thing, you know, USA, when it wasn't even American soldiers. So yeah, I'm just kind of venting here. I mean, this video, I don't expect to get a lot of views. It's just, I'm just really kind of tired of it. And, you know, my biggest question is, why are Americans so fucking selfish? You know, why do you guys feel you need to be the center of the world? And why should anybody help you anymore, you know? There's a big debate on that. I know some, I've mentioned it, you know, I think my stance is pretty firm. And let me explain that, because my stance, like I said, I want to help. I want to help, you know, when there's a crisis happening, right? But you help out of the good nature of being a human being. But if you're helping somebody that is constantly berating you, constantly insulting you, and, you know, trying to take your country over, for me, I have to put some limits on it. And I know a lot of people are going to disagree. You know, it's part of being human. You still gotta, you know, be cordial. But I saw this in my Discord server, not my Discord server, maybe it was Discord or Reddit. Someone said, would you be still helping Robert Pickton, the serial killer, just because you want to help? I'm like, fuck no. That guy deserves to die. You know, it's what it is. He's a serial killer, and he deserved to die. That's my feelings. But when it comes to the United States, yeah, you know, I always want to be cordial and help. Maybe I'll help individuals, you know, those that are the resistance, those that can understand. But as a country itself, you know, especially with this current government, not just the Republicans, but also the Democrats as well, do they deserve our help? And do we jump into action when their fires are happening again, or, you know, when their power lines go down? Do we help? I don't know. For me right now, it is probably a no, and I'm going to continue with that. And I know a lot of people disagree, but that's my stance. And to be fair to myself, hey, the fish are back. Let me show everybody. How am I? Oh, there's lots of them today. I read in the comments that someone said that they can actually see me. If that's the case, then I'm going to walk a little bit more and see if they follow. But, you know, maybe I am a little bit more jaded than a lot of the viewers here, because I get all the help. I get all the hate mail. I get the hate mail from the MAGA dorks, and I get hate mail from the Democrats too. Basically saying I have no right to complain, because we're not in the borders suffering right beside them. And I'm like, that's a very selfish take, because you're not even considering anything that your country is doing to the rest of the world. So I definitely get a lot more hate mail. And if anybody's emailing me, I don't want to say that I'm avoiding my email. I just kind of screen it. You know, if I can see the subject is like, hey, fuck you, Guard Leaf, I'm obviously not going to read it. But it's really been kind of a mental drain on me. And, you know, I think if there are emails from, you know, my regular viewers that I recognize their name, yeah, I'll definitely open it. But, you know, I've been kind of distancing myself from my inbox these days, and I don't want to. But, you know, I just trying to explain how much of this selfish hate that I'm actually getting in my inbox that you guys don't actually see. But what I'm trying to say is that, you know, why where's all this anger coming from towards Canada? What have we actually done? You know, I know this video is going to sound like me being frustrated. It's because I am. And I said in my last Walk and Talk video, you know, I had friends that I've met in the US who also turned on me. basically saying that, you know, you Canadians, just wait till we take over your country. I'm like, dude, we did like 2.5 years of like seminars and events together. How the fuck can you say this, right? So yeah, maybe I am a little bit jaded, but you know, I'm only showing the facts that I know right now that are happening in my life. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't really have a specific message in this. It's just kind of really me venting, and especially after this whole wildfire situation. You know, for me, I think I've had enough. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to support, you know, the U.S. citizens that understand, like, you know, our good friend Josh. Large man abroad. I know a lot of you have been sending me his email or his videos, and he's in our Discord server. So Josh and I have talked to him briefly, although he's a very busy man. So I did ask Large man abroad if he wanted to do a live stream one day. So hopefully he can. I know he's back in the U.S. right now, but we'll have to see what his schedule is and if our schedules line up. I mean, maybe we can get a live stream with me, Josh, and Large man abroad one day. Hey, the fish, like, seriously, these were not here before. Maybe they are following me. No, maybe not. I'm gonna walk over here and see if they come over. But yeah, like, what I'm saying is that Large man abroad is in our Discord server. We're in very light conversation with them, and we'll see. Maybe if our schedules line up one day, we can do a live stream together with all three of us. Okay, they are following me. I just moved over and they're coming over. Anyways, that's me getting distracted. So, like I said, I don't really have a purpose or a point on this video. It's just really me venting my frustrations. You know, go ahead, if you're watching this video, go ahead and vent your frustrations as well. You know, I'm really losing a lot of faith in the United States these days, and I never thought it, you know, last year I thought it couldn't get any worse than it was last year, and you know, every single day surprises me. So but yeah, other than that, that's just me kind of venting. I don't expect a lot of views on this. I think only our core GTL community viewers will be still watching up into this point. I guess the only other thing I have to say is that I'm really excited to be coming back home. So if you missed my last video, I'm actually going to be coming home towards the end of August. So why is the gimbal not panning? Anyways, yeah, I'm coming home for a very short visit. It's only going to be just under 2 weeks to visit my family and friends, but at least then I'll be able to do a lot of walk and talk videos in Vancouver. I've already started to pencil in some places that I'm going to go. So the obvious Stanley Park, Spanish Banks, Falls Creek, Ambleside and West Van. Probably go to Steveston as well. I need to get my Padros. Where else am I going to go? If I have time, maybe I'll go to Whistler, although not sure if I'm going to have enough time because I got a lot of people to meet up with. And yeah, maybe actually I'll take a video at the Peace Arch, see how's going on down there. But yeah, I'll keep everybody posted, and I'll probably, I don't know if I was going to document my journey back home or anything, but I'll probably just make a video when I land in YVR. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. It's just me a little bit ranting, and feel free to rant in the comments. I mean, you know, if you guys are just as frustrated as I am, vent. You know, if you're venting and you're feeling the same way, I would love to read your comment, because at least that way I know I'm not alone. All right, everyone, I'll catch you in the next one, and I found the exit, so I'm going to be going this way now. So, all right, thanks, everyone.